Greetings and welcome to Business Chronicles here at Studio 84. My name is Solomon Tumwesigye and I'm your host for Business Chronicles. Business Chronicles is this podcast program where we have conversations with the entrepreneurs, to get to know how they ended up where they ended up in the business, and maybe along the way learn a thing or two and inspire someone listening. My name is Solomon Tumwesigye once again, and I'm your host at Business Chronicles, which is hosted at Studio 84. Studio 84 is a podcast studio set up in Bugolobi here in Kampala, Uganda, along Lithuli Avenue. Space set up to facilitate individuals and organizations tell their stories and along the way position themselves as authorities at what they do, because we believe that everyone has a story to tell and is an authority at something. How it works is you hit us up on the contact below and engage us. We shall engage you on your journey to building your own content and actually owning it. Building content is one thing, actually owning it is another. It's no point, I believe, to build content for other people to keep. Build it, own it. Hit us up on the contact below. Let us know at which point in your journey you're at. We can take you up from there and help you build your content. Today, privileged to host a gentleman. I don't know if I can comfortably say senior citizen. Frank, are you already a senior citizen?
I'm egging that. I'm soon clocking to that.
I have known Frank Mawejje for 5-6 years maybe, or even 7. We belong to a business group together, BNI. I know him as an insurance broker agent. He will explain the difference between those two. But Frank is a very interesting guy. I know you're going to find this conversation interesting, especially for the people who think they know you for a long time, Frank. They are not ready for what's about to come. Frank Mawejje, just like all my guests, please introduce yourself the best way you like to be known.
Okay, Solomon, good. I'm happy to be here at Studio 84.
Yes, Frank.
I can say, first of all, we have known each other for the last almost now 10 years.
Yes.
Remember?
Oh, yes. Almost 10 years. Yes. 8 years to be precise.
My mother was celebrating 90 for 6 years.
Yes.
You officiated that function. You took the videos, you took the photos. And now it's almost like 8 years since she had demise. So I cannot say it's only
6-7 years. No. So Frank is talking about my business, Apt Media. If you saw the contact I shared below, some of these episodes are sponsored by Apt Media, and at Apt Media we are into video production for businesses and corporate organizations, from documentary productions to events, corporate events, productions in terms of video and media production. That's Apt Media. That's a conversation. You can hit me up and I give you more details. Frank,
yes, go ahead. Frank Mawejje. I can introduce myself first like that. That I was born on the islands of Koome. Koome is about something 8 kilometers from Gaba.
Yes.
It is
on water.
On water in Mukono district.
Yes.
My father was a chief, and my mother was one of the members of the community on the island.
Yes.
So I was born there, but in a very big polygamous family.
Yes.
So now the number is diminishing. Some of us, few of us, now in tens that are remaining.
Frank, when you say big polygamous family, how big and how
you remember those days, like these days?
Yes.
Politicians and what? Wherever they go, they look for the best women around.
They leave seeds there.
They leave the seeds there. So I am part of that game.
Yes.
Because my mother was among the beautiful ladies on the island. That's why you see the handsome Frank Mawejje.
I agree with you on that one. Frank, yes. When you say 38 kilometers from the mainland,
from Gaba.
From Gaba Beach, I can easily calculate it on the road? Because I know 38 kilometers may take me about 40 minutes to drive on the highway or something. On water, how long is it? How much time does it take?
It can take between 2 to 2.5 hours.
In a Yamaha boat engine?
Yes, about something like 25 horsepower. But when you are at Kasenyi, it can take something like still 1.5 hours to reach Koome Island. From Katosi, it can take like 1 hour.
Wow,
Yes,
that's interesting. So it's more of Mukono side.
Yes, more of Mukono.
Frank, are you a fisherman?
I did that kind of thing. I loved the Chibero. I loved the fishing because I know the nitty-gritty of fishing. So I knew everything. I think I did that one while at school.
Yes.
While during the holidays.
Yes.
Some of the money that made me to reach where I am came from fishing. So I know that kind of life.
Frank, this sounds like a long journey already. Exactly what do you do in insurance?
I started as a sales person
Yes.
for AAR.
Yes.
And I thank my colleague who formed me, who trained me, Mr. Frank Ndiebwa.
Selling medical insurance.
Selling medical insurance.
Yes.
By that time, it was not medical insurance, it was medical membership.
Yes.
Now, as time went on.
Oh, because AR had their own hospitals.
Yes, by that time.
Yeah.
Now, from there, I joined the Intercontinental Insurance Brokers.
Yes.
As a sales person. I started insurance, selling insurance. I sank on the late Godfrey Masembe.
Yes.
My co-partner who passed on some like 4 or 5 years ago.
Very good friend. I'm privileged to have met him.
Yes. The guy also helped me a lot to train me to do insurance.
Yes.
But the one item that is taught me, before even I go to what I did in insurance, that is the activity, that is the work I hated the most. To be sincere, that is the work I hated most, because this is what happened when this government came in. My father had already bought a policy from American insurance company, and he was assured in his life that when I reach this certain age of mine, I have this package of insurance that will take care of the rest of my life.
American insurance is AIG.
American insurance was American, but yes, it transformed. It was called, by that time, it was a British American insurance.
Yeah.
It had a life policy. Now, this government which we have came in, there was a cutting of
currency conversion of
currency
sorts.
conversion. When you have 1 million, they take off 3 zeros.
It became 1,000.
It becomes what? It becomes 1,000. 1 million take what? Take 3 zeros.
Yeah, then it becomes 1,000.
True? Yes.
Yes.
After that 1,000, take what? Pay 30% on it.
That's 70. That's 700 shillings.
700 shillings.
Yo.
So my father was very happy, knew that his policy would protect him at his retirement. Moving with this policy to the insurance company after maturity, which was a 3 million policy, only would be promised to be given 21,000.
No way.
Yeah. The guy, I think he did not even make 3 years. Truly, he was thinking about it. Mwana wang. That's what he kept on telling me. About insurance. Babi. And in my life, that is what I knew. These people, they killed
insurance.
My father.
Yes.
These people, they killed my father.
Yes.
Babi. But as life was shifted in, lack of employment, I started resorting. I even one of the work I did after senior 6, joining the university, being chased out of the university for some reasons. Then I came back, looked what I can do. Then I said, okay. I went back to the original one, which Peter said after the death of Jesus, let's go fishing. I went back, but there is no life there. This time I made my own self-exile somewhere. Then afterwards, I came back to town, to Kuiriba town here.
Hold on, Frank. When you failed to get a job after school, you went back to basics.
Yes.
Let me go back to the village and do what my forefathers did, which is fishing.
By this time, I did not want to go to
Your same village?
the same village. I went very far, somewhere else. On
Why did you go very far, Frank? I thought you'd want to go to your same village where it's familiar, where people know you.
Mutabani wagundi yali asoma Kampala.
Akomye okuvuba.
Akomye okuvuba. I cannot imagine that situation.
Yes.
So I made myself to go to Masese. There is an island called Lingila and Zinga. That's where I made my empire. There I did two things that I was trained to do. One, I observed this community. I had already some brains.
Yes.
The routine is fishing, drinking, then the sexual workers were also around. So that is the order of the day.
So they go out fishing in the night.
At night.
They come back early morning.
Organize the nets.
Sell the fish, organize the nets.
True.
Get money. Drink all day.
They drink the whole day. The music is booming.
Womanize later in the day.
The Nekola Janga are very busy. You know, during the night they are in the water, but during the day they are
all over the island.
Yes, they're all over the place. So activities now, the main activities are
during the day.
So when I looked at the community, every person who may have thought about that, we was a lawbreaker.
Yes.
Maybe have run away from wherever he was. You find him on
that was their
place of domicile. So I'm now within this community. So I looked around. How can I get money out of these people? A good money without what? Without
cheating anyone.
Without cheating anyone.
Yeah.
First of all, I studied the situation that these people are sick. They need some what? Some medication.
Yes. Sick medically. Yes.
So I had worked with Dr. Ian Clark.
What was the common ailments?
Of course, they were STDs.
Wow.
That is what was the common one. So I had got some. By that time, I think it was in a vacation of senior 6. I worked with Chiwoko Hospital. And then we have got some of those few things that we use. By that time, after the war, we could go to do community medical camps. And as a youth, I said, this is not my calling. I will not take so much time here.
Frank, what were you doing with Chiwoko Hospital under Ian Clark?
I was just helping them.
You are like an assistant. Yeah, medical assistant.
Helping them to move around the communities. Chiwoko, Chiluli, Werampindi. There are so many communities around Chiwoko. And so we used to move with them. And in that, it was just a frontier.
Yeah.
Because it was a church activities and we had to help them to move with the community. So in the process, I got to know about treating individual.
From observation.
Taking some measuring of these issues, the malnourished children and what.
Yes.
Administering. So we had even a book that was as a guide. It was called Where There Is No Doctor.
Yes.
Have you ever seen that book?
Yes, I've seen that book.
It was my encyclopedia when I was at the
It was the Frank Mawejje handbook.
So what is your ailment? This one, make a mixture of whatever, PPF, whatever.
Frank, don't tell me PPF. PPF was painful.
So those are the kind of drugs we use. So in the community, when I observed that, I came with my used syringes and needles, oiled them in Ditto, and I started treating.
Frank, hold on. You have to go slow for people who don't know, who don't understand what you're talking about. What do you mean used syringes and boil them in Ditto? Because now when I go to Cambridge Health, our friends, Dr. Vincent,
Machenga.
when I'm going to be injected, they bring a brand new one, they wrap it in my face, inject me after they drop it in the bin in my face.
Oh my God. That is now a modern one. But what we did...
What was happening then, Frank? What do you mean boil them?
Because you remember, after getting using this syringe and needle
On someone.
Yeah, you have to throw it away. But literally after the war, those years, we had a few. We people in the village, then we had to do what? On the island, I could not have such money that every person I use another
a brand new syringe, a brand new needle.
So the only alternative was get
a way to sterilize them.
Sterilizing them, get Ditto, put in water, get your stove, boil it.
Did you have like a kidding dish, or you're using normal saucepan?
No, kwenda huko. They just had a saucepan and what. Oh, and this smell of Ditto only makes the environment already.
It smells medical.
Yeah.
Musawo Frank.
So that one really helped me. So I started with that one. I treated. But always when you start, you have somebody who is going to market you very well.
Yes. One
time I remember I got this man. He was from a certain island.
A neighboring island.
Yes. Brought in a stretcher in a... we call them, on the island, we used to call them bautatu. Bautatu, they're kind of small boats. So he was brought on a stretcher. What is the problem? He had a very big boil, abscess. Because somebody injected him with, we call injection by subcutaneously on this dead issue.
Hey, Frank, you're sounding too medical for me right now.
So when you inject somebody an injection, 90 degrees.
90 degrees to the skin.
To the skin, yes, straight. Yeah. That is what we call intramuscular injection.
Yes.
Instead, now, some of this kind of injection that we administer to people, how I was trained, should be depending on the kind of medication.
Yeah.
You are putting in the medicine, the drug you are putting in that injecting the person.
Yes.
It depends on what type of drug.
Yeah, if it's an antibiotic, if
that one like you can do
intramuscular.
Yeah. But if it was chloroquine
or quinine,
it have to be subcutaneous.
At an angle.
At a certain angle.
Yeah.
So this is what this man, I think he was done by some other Juakali on the island.
The one who was not you.
It was not me, because for me at least I had my encyclopedia where there is no doctor. So I had to follow some certain
basic
instruction. So the guy had
a big
boil. So I looked at him. Then after examining, I said, okay.
And it was getting infectious and affecting him.
Oh yes, he could not sit. So when he came, I said, okay. First of all, I was charging exorbitantly from my heart.
Frank, you were saving lives.
Saving life, but I also want to make money. Quick money, go back to town and work. This is of my community.
Yeah. So
what I did, I gave him some starting antibiotics. We call them these capsules. I'm even forgetting the tetracycline. Yellow and red.
Yellow and red, yes.
Give some medication, spend there some 3 days, and I could see until the thing was already ready. Then I say, now I don't have these lasers to cut. I went to the guy called Makombe, had a shop in the island with these razor blades. Get new one, prank them. Then I remembered that this one has to be cut vertically to avoid cutting the nerves, cutting the vessels. So I cut the whole thing, pull out. Then I had to squeeze and remove and dress the wound. And the guy said, oh, msawa ankoze kamponyeza. Then I started dressing for 2-3 days. Eventually, the guy started moving around. He started even drinking and said, "Sawaje uncle dede." That was enough.
So word went around the whole island that you had saved someone.
Zinga Island and the surrounding island, the surrounding other we call them Nkambi on Buvuma Island. Say, hey.
Eri wali omusawo.
Wali omusawo ku Zinga, Lingila. They have a doctor at Zinga. Oli mukugu. Alongosa n'okulongosa.
Professional doctor.
And that's where I got a number of people flocking in. Many. Got quite a good amount of money.
Frank, hold on. Did you ever have a bad experience from your inexperience?
I thank God. That I can say I thank God. I did not get any.
Yeah.
Because I did it tactically, knew that what I'm doing.
This is not proper.
This is not proper. At some point, I can get caught and
yeah, that's why you're on a mission to
on a
earn
mission.
As much as you can and get out.
Get out. So while I did not have patience, because I did not want to wait there for the patience, I said, what can I do something else? I told you the routine was drinking and
womanizing and fishing.
And people used to come to me, Musawo, I gave them some advice, if you have this STD, why don't you come with your partner? Musawo na ochimanyi tugula bagule, and then janjaba byango. So that was the kind of thing.
There's no way the STDs can live that kind of community.
So I administer, pay my money, go. So eventually, I also realized that they have a kasasiro around the community. And the whole highland had kasasiro. And the kasasiro, most of it was
garbage dumps.
And most of the
of the garbage was
butimba.
Used fishing nets.
Yes. So I saw this guy who was a mulalo who knew about making good ropes for the cows. I told him, okay, do miss this something here. I need a rope with this notch whereby you can pass, the way they did it so that you had the hole here. Then I need to be for mukaga musambu. How much? Every rope you conclude, you finish. I did that because I had so many. So I started. It is a day I came out of the island. I had almost a full boat with those migua
of ropes.
So
Frank, you went to the garbage dumps on the island. You're a doctor. Observe that the big chunk of the garbage is used fishing nets.
Yes. Get them out with ropes out of them.
So you decided to make ropes out of fishing nets.
Yeah.
Remember, the ropes I remember were made out of sisal. So these out of fishing nets are presumably stronger.
Yeah, stronger. And in town here, Saudi Yako, there was one of the big man who was selling them. So I made a deal with him. Brought them from Masese, bought a taxi from Jinja up to the old taxi park, got a wheelbarrow guy.
Shauri yako?
Actually, there were 3 guys, because there are so many.
Yeah.
Shauri yako, we negotiated the price. The guy paid me money.
Cash money then?
Cash money. And what I did, I got that money, went to Nairo Fishing Company, bought nets.
New nets now.
New nets. Now I'm going to go to do fishing where there is good money other than these ones. So
and legitimate money, not medical money.
No. I'm doing those, but still I'm treating people.
Yes.
And at the same time, I'm also fishing.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
So this is what I did. Very interesting. And how do we get earning when you have the nets at the island? The agreement is always like this. Owner of the net
Yes.
takes a half of
the proceeds from the fishing.
Owner of the net.
Because fishermen didn't have money to invest in fishing nets.
Yes.
Wow.
So I got one boy. So we started fishing. That means that you could now earn 3/4. As part as the owner, half. Then as part of the crew, the fishermen crew, we share. So 3/4.
So half goes to the owner of the net.
Yes.
And the other half?
The other half goes to the
boat and the fishermen.
Yes.
They split it.
Yes, split it.
Wow.
Remember the boat, I was the boat tattoo. I was very simple to make, so I had my own. So after that, the boy prepares the nets. I go and do some printing. Maybe something that I can tell you is how did you manage to keep this money?
Oh, yes, because there were no banks, no mobile money.
Something very interesting.
Yes.
That when I was on the island, people could dig my house with jambia to find out. Actually, I was the person to first brought somebody to sleep on the bed on the island.
Wow.
How? Get some booty, make an improvised local bed.
Yeah.
Put some booty, then you put something like a small mattress, and you sleep on the bed. But the stands are in the ground.
Yes.
That improvised. Those people were sleeping well. But because I was a doctor,
yes,
I had to treat some of the patients on
your own bed.
On my own bed.
So Frank, the locals are wondering, the doctor is making a lot of money.
Yes.
Where is he keeping it?
Now they started, digging somewhere, looking in the grass. Where is this Musao keeping the money? We don't see him. This is what I did. We had a fireplace where we all cooked. Some groups, they are several of them. But my team, my fisherman team that we were working with, I had 3. One who is making the ropes is part of the team. One who is taking care of the place to clean it. Then the other fellow Muvubi. I've forgotten his name because it's quite some time. So we made some fireplace. But one time I had gone to town and bought a tin of needle.
Yeah.
I took some milk with needle. And on the island, if you can think of high-end expenses, it is on the island.
Yes.
Beer, whiskey, the kind of brands you can find on the island. So I also bought needle. To take a good milk on the island.
I was going to say, Frank, you are fancy. You are drinking needle in those years.
So after this tin being used, all my money I put them there.
In the big needle tin?
Yes, but what I did, instead of keeping anywhere, I brought it where the fire is. When at one point I noticed that nobody is there, so just prepared. If you put the money there, come with my free as I'm preparing to cook. People were not suspicious. Then dug here where the fireplace is, remove the ash and dug at that place,
Buried the money there.
Buy the money in the tin, put the soil back, put the masiga and
and
started cooking.
Lit the fire.
So literally everybody who was at that place was keeping
was guarding your money.
My money.
Because no one is going to come, remove the whole fireplace and dig there to see.
Yes, that was the kind.
In plain sight, that's what they say.
So I kept it. I remember by the time I left the island, I had 285,000.
Wow.
That is when I came out of the island. I said, now life, let me go to town. I came to the town, Kampala.
So you come back to Kampala.
Meeting my fellow friends who were with there at the university. One of them had gone to Nairobi, but life has been hard. He has come back.
Hold on, Frank. So you left. Who did you leave the fishing business with? You abandoned it.
I just
you left it
abandoned.
with those boys.
I said, do this one, this one. You send me the money. I'm going
And then your hospital.
Oh, that one. Just
So you come back to Kampala and reunite with an old friend.
yes, because literally at the hospital, the clinic, don't see the hospital, clinic. The clinic later, people have just become so accustomed to me. So I hated that. I said, there was no more business here. So I came back. I remember I have a friend of mine, Joseph. And he said, life in town here, jangu otandika okuyiriwa wano ojja kutandikira mu Owino nange gye nkola. You get it? Owino. We started in Owino. What kind of business are you going to do in Owino?
I'm waiting.
Let's get these second-hand clothes, the what they call first class, a woolen trouser. Those one, we call them first. They were very good. Marks and Spencer, Christian Doe. Now, and after getting that, then remove the labels. Dry clean only. Remove it. So that you sell something to measure. But I can thank God for the gift of my mother. How she taught me. Something he taught me. That please, whenever you sell something, you do something, earn correctly. Never take somebody's money.
In deceit or cheating them.
Yes. So I say, okay. Now, these people, they are telling me to do this, but for me, let me leave them there and try my luck. I did it like 2-5 times, but the best is to leave it there. And advise the customer because he has bought this thing. Remember, you are buying a trouser of 10K. That was a big price.
Yes.
10K.
Yes.
And you are selling it at 80K in town.
Wow.
Lumba town wagulu.
Yes.
City. And it was just a code canvassing. I say, Solomon, I look at your size. Hey, your waist is at 80. Okay. I have this brand. And all of us want to look unique. You have a trouser is unique. Wachigula weyo. Omwana yazindetera mutawe aliyeyo azileta. That was the kind of thing. I will not mention many people, the MP, many
that bought from you.
But that was how I got business. Little in that business, I got a plot. My first house on Entebbe Road. All over on the hill.
Yes.
Bought it from that kind of that is where I got the money. So I'm coming, you are selling these trousers. When I bring you a trouser, you want to fit in. Close the door of the office, remove your trouser. Why can't you say? You stand up. Yes. That is it. Then you get the money.
Yeah.
So in that process, happened to get many friends. Among them is my partner who passed on.
Yeah.
Mr. And in our conversation at one point, he said, Mawejje, Frank, yes, sir. What's the problem? The story was full long, and I said, okay, why don't you come and we sell insurance? Then the other mindset came. Baba tata wange bamubba.
Aba insurance babitonyumiza.
But literally, somewhere when I thought about it, I said, ngenda kukola kiki kankati. Let me give it a try. Literally, I'm selling something I've been using to sell these second-hand clothes. Now to give me a try, I've been selling a tangible product. Now I'm going to sell myself. So there was a whole readjustment of life. The whole behavior. The whole thing has to change. My way of doing things as I used to do them. Now I'm going to sell a service. I have to present myself very smart. I have to speak what I know that this thing will work. But in my heart, insurance,
Babi.
How? Now I'm promising someone something that, bagenda kulachi. I've sold you this motor vehicle insurance. When you get a problem, accident, insurance will pay you. But literally in my heart, I was not believing. Truly, I'm telling you, even what we see here, somebody could not come and say, Jesus loves you, saves you when you have not converted.
No.
You will not make an impact at all.
Yeah.
Because literally you just speak on something which you don't believe in. It took me 6 months. And at one point, I think my colleague said, but life as a chance came once. I used to go cold canvassing. Look, we don't specifically have an appointment with somebody. The training was go to where you think that these people can buy.
Yeah.
Area around Kampala, you could cut Kampala into 3 pieces. From Loom Street or Benichwanuka Street, go across Equatorial Hotel down. Those one we used to call them, but they don't know. That is another class. They don't know. Then from Benichwanuka, then Loom Street, somewhere you find a mixture of some who may think about it. Now take a NASA, take a NASA Road, take Nkuruma, go to Kampala Road, go to around Parliamentary, go to Nakasero Kororo, Kuresei Towers, those areas. Those ones, they know what we sell.
Yeah.
So now my area of
operation was
around that area. So I one time approached this Muzungu guy, IOM, Warban, may his soul rest in peace. Mr. Warban said, "Oh, insurance? Yes." Called a certain girl called Massa. Massa, come. Massa, can you give Frank? Before I just talked about one word, insurance, because literally I was an amateur, not knowing what to sell.
Yeah.
When I talked about insurance, he said, we need insurance for the vehicles. He also outlined what we need for that to get a quotation. We need insurance for the staff, give them the salary.
Yeah.
We need insurance for the equipment, give them our inventory. Go and source quotations and bring them to us. Oh, I think that was the first sale I made. Because my retainer by that time was 100K. Now, I made that sale, and we got a premium of something like something like 11, 12 million.
Wow.
Premium paid. When it was paid, my partner said, now from 100K, we are going to earn 500K.
Wow.
Life started changing. I said, there is some money here. Now I started, possibly, what can I do? Now I started being serious. But at one point, but in my mind, it said still, insurance, baby. They will not.
You've sold the premium. You don't know if anything happens, whether you'll deliver.
I was thinking about running away if something happens. So luck come. One of the colleagues or organization, which I sold the business, the Muzungu, I don't know if Mr. Clive Drew is still there. Then they got a problem. One of the staff member was murdered.
Oh dear.
When I was murdered, they got this. By that time, there was this call. Hello, not yet mobile phones. I have got one of our staffs was being killed and murdered. Actually, it was murdered, but we need your assistance. I told my senior. He said, please, let's them write officially. The same letter is that I used to take to AIG. To cut the long story short, eventually the claim was processed. And when it was processed, initially the offer was something like 98 million.
No way.
98 million to pay for somebody. I wanted to run with discharge voucher back quickly. My partner said, please slap pressure. Please cut pressure. Let's look at what they have offered. Okay, they have paid for the degree of incapacitation, the total. That is only that, yes. But there was burial. What is the burial expense? I did not know. Because as a broker, you need to know the terms of the policy. I went back, so go and ask, request the insurance to adjust, include the burial expense. But before even to go to them, engage the client again to find out how much medical expense they incurred in terms of transporting the mortal remains, in terms of post-mortem, in terms of, something. Oh, all that one was later on given to me. And the offer was changed to 128 million.
Wow.
And now I was converted.
Suddenly, our insurance are not thieves anymore.
I said, hey, that's how insurance does. But the people don't know. So even my concept of selling insurance changed. I said, hey, insurance you have to sell. What is the scope of cover? What is covered in insurance? What is the add-on? Those are the extension in nyongeza.
Yes.
And what is not covered? You have to present those ones to every client. Manage expectation at the inception of selling. Say, hey. So that has been sustained me for the last 26 years. I've been selling. I've been doing like that.
Wow, Frank. Earlier when we were talking, you mentioned something about you as a broker. You consider your transaction a success when the client is paid.
Very well.
I would think insurance is happiest when the people are not having problems and they are keeping the money.
Literally, insurance is for them, they are happy because if the portfolio is not making any loss, they are enjoying the profits.
But as a broker?
But as a broker, our mindset here in Africa, even in Uganda in particular, because the penetration here is still
very low.
1% penetration.
No way.
5%, And they think, what is, we need somebody to test. There must be value for money. If he has a vehicle, but you back it so that he sees the value. If somebody takes a medical insurance, they can and let somebody die so that somebody will see. I don't want to pray for that something to happen, but when it happens, it markets you. Insurance, basasura. But imagine we are in this building. When will it ever be being caught by fire? It is insured.
You mentioned something earlier that caught my attention. When the offer was made of 90-something million,
yes, 98.
As a first-timer, you were excited. You said, this is unheard of.
Yes.
But then your senior colleague said, no.
Hold on.
We have to be sure what this covers.
Exhaust all the policy clauses that we dictated.
Is that something you go through in every transaction with your clients?
Yeah, that is what my team have trained them to do. Oh, they have given us this. Yes, look at every offer here. That what we had dictated at the inception of this contract, has it been considered? If it has not been considered, because remind the insurer that you have forgotten there is a screw fit
aspect to this
aspect for policy. For this policy. Somebody has permanently been incapacitated, but you reminded us that. So ask before even going back to the insurer, If you have you've forgotten, engage the what?
Frank, how long have you done this insurance thing?
I can say now comfortably 26 years I've been
Wow.
in insurance.
Frank, I'm going to put you on the spot at this point and ask you, what's like the most successful incident and the worst incident you've had in these 26 years?
The successful one, I will not mention the name of the client.
No names. Even the insurer, we don't want to know.
Yes, but at some point I will not mention some of the parties we worked with.
Yeah.
It was one of the organizations that I've been insuring. I think it's like 8 years. And they had a challenge in the budget. They had a group life cover.
Yeah.
Group life cover you in event of death, natural death. Somebody did not wake up. Oh. But given that they had a budget challenge, some of the aspects they considered to be taken out from their budget is group life cover for the staff.
Yes.
And who was initiating it was one of the director of finance. We don't even see this value. Our staff members are very young. They are not going to die now. So I literally talked to him, something, if it happens, for you, I know what you are, that is what you are supposed, you need to get commission on. Said, okay, but let me pray that something does not happen. It was towards the end of the year, because their contracts end at the end.
With the calendar year.
The calendar year. So, for that year, for the subsequent year, they paid them premium, and it was the last one. I said, this one is the last one, so will not see us
Again.
Say, okay. Now, I can't commit that I prayed something happened. Now it was January.
Something happened.
February. Now, March. Early in the morning, like at 9, somebody calls me. You remember the phone you used to have?
Yeah.
You call at the reception adds you to...
Transfers you
to the recipient at the other end who is supposed to pick that phone. So they say, yes, reception is telling me, Frank, yes, this lady wants to talk to you. So, say, hey, yes, I just talk one name. Margaret, how are you? Very well, how are you? Yes. Mawejje oli mulogo. Said, what? This younger man has passed on.
The young staff members who couldn't die.
Yes. So what? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Then something came quickly that, okay, you are telling me on the phone, but do me one favor. Can you send me an email? Mails were there. Papa, 2016, 2016 somewhere, or 2014. Papa sent an email telling me the name of the person, how you found him, then the rest will follow. So when I got that email, I remember very well, I talked to my colleagues. Now he's in the Audio Mutual Life. Patrick, Mr. Patrick Chimasi. Patrick, yes, help me. One of my customers was almost closing this account, but this time around, one of the staff has passed on. So I need this burial check. Because on group life, we cater for that burial expenses as immediate as possible.
Yes. Because it's an immediate need.
Yes. Get me this check because I've already sent you an email initiating what? Intimating the death. Oh, yes. So I read the email, and internally they raised a voucher, and he said, within 2 hours you'll get the check.
Wow.
So Jubilee Life was able to process this check for the burial, $1,200 within 3 hours.
Wow.
So send somebody to pick the check. Now we send the check. I sent some colleague of mine, go with a border, pick that check. Now I went to
the HR.
The HR, the people found they are already
Very sad.
demoralized.
I know.
They have lost their staff. But now I started, when is the condolence book? No condolence book. We don't even want to work. This is a challenge. Oh, sorry. So they thought maybe I would just come so sorry, sign the book and maybe grieve with them for a few minutes and leave. Then I said, okay, this is a check for the burial. So the person who had made that proposal said, what? I said, Frank, these people are Koromojong, we don't know how they are doing their thing. How? I said, no, calm down. This check is for this organization. Get money from the organization. As you go to attend the burial, as you are laying with maybe the family members, you have where to start from. So they did that. They did that. Somehow I had already made things change. And after some time they said, Frank, we made a mistake. Even the Bazungu looked at us and said, look at these people. They don't even know their rights. Literally, even me who initiated it, I felt very embarrassed.
Yeah.
And we cannot even... And after, I think it was after 3 months, we were able to pay something like 240 million for the life of this person.
Wow.
We had been sharing with them these documents. You know, when we sell a product, we say, okay, Solomon, Frank, and what? These are the list of the stuff. And this is the maximum benefit in the case of your being away, your demise, or being permanently incapacitated. So we have been looking at these numbers. We did not know that these are the benefits. And now coming to reality. So that was a turning point to that organization.
Yeah.
And truly, when I left and went where I am as a TEBS now, they said, we are going with you. Where you go, we shall go. Your people will be your insurer will be our insurer.
So help me God.
So that is a very...
Frank, what's the experience? Very short. We have definitely overshot our time. This is officially the longest podcast I've ever hosted, but seeing as you're the oldest guest in age, I assume your life story is long on how you ended up where you ended up.
Yeah, life is an experience. The worst one is a worst one that I've encountered still, and it's still my heart. Whenever I think about it, I also cry. That one, the claim is still not yet paid.
Settled.
Reason which are internal. I don't want to expose this client.
Yeah.
But he had this truck. How do you call it? Flatbed.
Yeah.
Found this lady on a border, being driven by her husband. But you know, the guys who are driving those trucks going to Sororo to pick to get cement, the way they swerve them, and this speed that follows made the woman go run into the tires of this. Smashed the lady like a chapati. So we got to know about it. It was in Budaka, Bujiri. The lady passed. So afterwards, the claim came in. Incidentally, the premium had not been paid.
Oh, gosh.
The premium has not been paid.
So your client was the truck person?
Yes, the owner of the truck.
Oh, dear.
It came to me. I had promised the bereaved family at the grave, but the premium has not been paid. I literally the guy started chasing about the claim. The husband. The offer was even given. But at the end of it, to pay, you might have paid the premium for this risk.
Yes.
And the client is,
Oh dear.
we have to reconcile, whatever. It is still paining me to date.
How long has it been?
Now it's almost like 8 years. 8 years. Whenever I think about it, incidentally, even the husband passed on, who was chasing this. It really pained me.
Oh dear.
So those are the two scenarios that I've encountered in life.
Frank, 26 years in insurance. What has kept you there? I asked, if you are not successful there, you wouldn't be there. What are some of the principles that have kept you there as we close?
As we close, the principle number one is integrity. Get the premium of a customer, pay it, limit it. That is number one.
Yeah.
Premium is not my money. Even if I don't have a transport, even if I don't have fuel for my car. No, that premium is not mine. It's not my money.
Yeah.
That's what I was taught. 2, trust, put God first. I have a moral obligation. How will somebody look at me? Our business is entirely on referral. I remember the other day somebody was talking to me in Doha, Qatar, and he said, we were discussing, I said, somebody who was in Canada on a call, he said, you mean Frank? Is he still there? He also did my insurance. Wow. So you can imagine, I said, this world is a small world we are living in. Somebody in Qatar talking about Frank, and somebody was in Canada said, Frank?
He's still there.
He's still there? Yes. The guy, I knew him. We are even of the same clan. So you can imagine.
Wow.
So that has kept me.
Integrity.
And please, I also advise my colleagues that if somebody, as time goes on, people trust me. Trust us. I can't remember the time of the episode I've been calling me posing money. Please keep this money for me for the premium for the next year, 2 years. You just limit the premium, but already you have it. It's not your money. When time comes, your police have already renewed it because he has already given you the money.
Frank, every business has its challenges. What I gather is that is the one aspect of insurance that can either make you or break you.
Yeah, true. That is it.
Integrity with money.
Yes. You can have your own lifestyle, but premium, limit it to the right insurer at the right time. Never keep that money. It's not yours. Don't even invest it. If it's premium, pay it to an insurance company. Sleep comfortably.
Frank, second last question. Why should I go through an insurance broker and not go directly to the insurer? Because every time I go through someone, I assume it's a cost on me.
Thank you. We handle all insurance, even other financial transactions, at no extra cost. You don't need to pay us. Why should you go through Tabs Insurance without going direct to the insurance company? I've already heard about it. Someone has given me 98 million.
But it's not enough according to
yes,
the fine print.
If it was somebody, I would say, go signing up so that they give you the money. But because we had initially all done the due diligence and arranged the policy, we knew the terms and conditions. Other clauses, we have to revoke them so that our customer gets the full amount of money.
Wow, Frank, thank you very much. That drives the point home. Lastly, Frank, is there anything you feel on your heart that we should have discussed that we've not discussed? In your language, they say akatalekeka.
What I can say is that akatalekeka at Tabs Insurance, we handle insurance services plus financial services. Some people, some of us, there we have the money sitting on the account Sente yange evere ku account. Please entrust us with your money. We are going to send it to the prudent professional fund managers. You earn a earning. Can you imagine if you have 1 million, 100 million, you keep it on the account, the banker uses it to enjoy, to give it to others?
In a Nidotin under a fireplace.
Please bring it up. We shall take it to a right professional investor. In terms to do what, to invest it so that you can go get some good earnings. Maybe at the end of the year you will see the proceeds and your money is safe.
Frank, I have been a beneficiary of your financial services. And it's a shame that you bring up this financial service as a kataleke at the end. Maybe we have to do another conversation for financial services. But one question that is always on my mind and on people's mind, Frank, Greenland Bank closed, Cooperative Bank closed. Okay, Crane Bank people didn't lose as much money. We have seen things happen.
Yes.
How safe is our money with your most trusted fund managers, to use your words?
Yes. I think they are 100% safe. Why? Where are we buying? Where are the fund managers getting this money? Who are they? It's a government.
Frank, can we wake up tomorrow? The short answer is, can we wake up tomorrow and we watch CNN and BBC and UAP, Old Mutual now, and Prudential, and all these people are closed? One of them is closed, and we are here licking our fingers.
Solomon, I really trust, because basically, where are they getting this fund?
Yeah.
We know they always go to central banks.
Yeah. Central
banks, and you think these instruments can just
disappear.
It will be another topic that we can discuss about that, because you can.
Thank you very much, Frank. No. We have to have another episode where we talk about the financial services.
Yes.
Our viewers and guests, Frank Mawejje, very experienced gentleman in insurance and in life. For some of our friends in our group who think they know you, I'm sure they'll be surprised to learn some things about you today. Solomon Tumwesigye, please subscribe to our channel, hit the notification button, and be the first one to know when the next episode comes out. Frank can't stop laughing. Once you subscribe, I promise you we'll grow this community and we'll try and make this content more useful. And feel free to drop a comment, drop a message in the inbox and tell me who you want to listen to, who you want to learn, what you want to learn, what we could improve, what we could do better. Until the next episode of Business Chronicles, I'll see you then.